Devotional reflection on 2 Corinthians 6. 2 Corinthians 6 is a powerful chapter that speaks about commitment, endurance, and living as God's servants. Point 1. Now is the time of salvation. Paul begins by urging believers not to receive God's grace in vain, reminding them that now is the accepted time. Now is the day of salvation. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 2. This verse calls us to act in faith today, rather than delaying obedience or waiting for a more convenient moment. Point 2. Endurance in trials. Paul lists the hardships he and his fellow ministers endured: afflictions, hardships, sleepless nights, and hunger, yet they remained faithful. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 4-10. This passage reminds us that serving God is not always easy, but His strength sustains us through every trial. Point 3. Living as God's holy people. Paul warns against being unequally yoked with unbelievers. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 14, encouraging believers to live in a way that reflects their identity in Christ. This doesn't mean avoiding relationships with non-believers, but rather ensuring that our deepest connections strengthen our faith, rather than pull us away from God. Point 4. God's promise of belonging. Paul closes with a beautiful promise: I will be a father to you, and you shall be my sons and daughters. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 18. This verse reminds us that we are deeply loved and fully accepted by God, no matter what we face. How can you embrace God's calling in your life today? What trials are you facing, and how can you lean on God's strength? Are your relationships drawing you closer to God or pulling you away?